Nessa girl, it's the end of the day. We're gonna get this last one out the way. I knew I was backed up and what all, but I just had a very busy 2 days. But I might not come when you want me. I'm always on time. So hopefully I'm catching you on your afternoon drive. Y'all like how I made that rhyme right on time. Nevertheless, Love and Hip Hop from Monday night. Now that bitch started out sad, baby. They had went down to the funeral, the Lake Kirk mama to rest. Baby Rasheeda had on all old nasty deep plum lipstick with an old, red hair, whatever. She was giving it to me, and it felt good to see Ty in the place. Like, I wonder if Candy was in the place and they just couldn't show her because she'd be on another show. But I said this on a previous video. It is so easy for us to be like, somebody need to lead a man and she need to leave and she need. But the reality of the situation is those two people have built a lot of shit together. And when you conceive children, I'm starting to learn as I mature, it's not just about what you feel and what's best for you. Like, sometimes you have to do what's worse for you, but it's best for the damn kids. And I don't think that Kirk is worse for Rasheeda. I think Kirk fucked up and took a lot of shit for granted, and he hurt that lady. But at the end of the day, who the hell want to get out in these streets and rebuild with a new bitch? You know what I'm saying? At least this bitch over here, I know this bitch for they works. I know what I got to deal with this one. Going and learning somebody else, that's a lot. And yeah, when I was younger, I was all on that leave, fuck this, fuck that. But now I'm starting to understand the old lady sitting under the tree that let their men cheat in peace, or who just learn how to work through it. Cause girl, you see all this I got around here? Bitch, I'm not finna fuck up all my square feet, all my comfortable living, my granite countertops, my European bath fixtures, cause this bitch don't went and stuck his dick in some bitch that stay in an apartment. That ain't what we about to do. We ain't about to fuck up the church's money, not all of it. So I think I respect Rasheeda. Hell, she held out longer than goddamn Dr. Jackie did. And she's definitely making Kirk earn his place back in her life. So I salute her for that. Keely meeting with Bachi. Keely, when they introduced you on the show, you were introduced to us as a music executive. You were big in New York, doing your music thing, so on and so forth. And with that came a lot of, okay, this girl is this girl must be tight, she must be one of those powerhouse movers and shakers in the business. But I'm here to tell you, the way you conduct yourself in your interpersonal relationships with people, I refuse to believe that you're super professional or uber classy when you at work and then you turn ratchet when you get home. Like, Keely, you're not composed at all. You turn up at the drop of a dime. You're hostile as hell. And I'm sorry, and we can have this conversation later, but when people describe an angry black woman, it's like the way you move directly impacts that stereotype. It's like, damn, nobody can even have a conversation with you without things getting adversarial and hostile. That's all you. That's all you. Spice and Erica, down to the studio talking about Espelita. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing I like about Spice. Spice ain't new to this, she true to this. And however Spice worked her contract, she let it be known to Mona and whoever else that I am here about business. Every time I film a scene, it needs to be advancing my music. Because I don't have a plan on being on Love and Hip Hop for 7 years. I'm trying to, be an international superstar or whatever the case may be. That song with her and Tommy, I don't know if that shit will ever see the light of day, but it sounded hot. I liked it, and I don't even like reggae music like that. The shit make me itch, okay? When they play more than 2 songs in the club of reggae, that's when it be time for me to go. And if you like me and you went to school in Tallahassee, you know when they start playing reggae, bitch, it's the end of the motherfucking night. It's time to settle out your tab, find your shoes, wipe your mouth from whatever dick you might have been sucking in the bathroom, get yourself together, check your speech, your drag and everything, and exit. Stage left, okay? And by the time they play 5 songs, bitch, out the emergency exit if you have to, because by that point my ass be itching down. Benadryl realness. Nevertheless, I fucks with Spice. Karlie Red. Karlie, you by Karlie. Like, Karlie, the levels of mess that you be involved in, disguised as trying to help. Karlie, you gotta have a mental problem. Like, Karlie, you need to be put in an insane asylum for your antics. Like, and here's the sad part. I legitimately don't think Karlie be trying to be messy. I really don't. Like, I really think Karlie means well. Karlie strikes me as aloof enough that she only sees one side of the issue and never thinks things fully through. Like, you know, I don't go up for Sierra, but I'm with Sierra in regards to, damn, Karlie, like, you couldn't have had a conversation with me on the side about this, or just me, you, and Tokyo, or whatever. What would make you think on the first occurrence of this information that I actually want to be there with these girls as they're telling me how they fucking my man? Like, but I guess Karlie say, bitch, my loyalty ain't to you, my loyalty is to the truth. And baby, when that bitch said she had receipts and Tokyo told that hoe, well, it's tax season, bitch, show them, I went the entire fuck up. I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't think that I was going to like Tokyo. And I'm gonna be the first person to tell you, I thought that Best Friend Frenna, while it was catchy, I thought the song was ignorant as hell, and the multiple colors on Tokyo, it's just not my brand of beauty. But I will say, after I sat back and didn't judge this book by this cover, I fucking love everything Tokyo brings to the show. I like her realness, and I like how, despite whatever is going on, she just honest. Cardi caught that drink, and Tokyo was like, basically, Cardi, your ass be turning up all the time because you know these people was here. You can't get saved every time. And then Cardi, you around here talking about, I took a drink for you. No, bitch, you didn't take a drink for me. You took a drink for yourself, okay? Because you the one who stirred up all of this. This didn't have to go down the way it did. Now, this JoJo girl or whatever her name, Crystal or whatever her name is, I don't like you. I don't understand what about that situation warranted you to cut up the way you did. It made you look bad, and it really felt like you just wanted some camera time. And we all know in love and hip hop, the best way to get camera time is to be confrontational and start a fight that you know ain't gonna go nowhere because they got 49 security guards in the place. Like, I think love and hip hop probably spend more money on security than they do production at this point. And I don't know, I would have to find a way to contractually get y'all not to do that, because that's money that could be going in the cash pocket versus paying security. But hey, who am I? Just a simple accountant. Last thing I'm gonna say about that scene too is, it was too much for Mimi. Mimi was sitting there like, okay, you fucking them, I'm cool with this. Okay, you fucking them too, and they both said you the best friend. Oh, like, Mimi was just done. You know, Sierra, you a new kind of silly, and this nigga got you looking all kind of silly in the streets. And here is my thing when it comes to that type of shit. Where there is smoke, there is fire. And while both of these girls might be lying through their damn ass, the reality of the situation is Brasco is interacting with them in such a way that gives them license to tell these sorts of lies. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you might not have fucked her, but she definitely came over there and parlayed in a way that was more than just friends. You know what I'm saying? So miss me with all the damn shit about what you is and ain't doing with these tied fishes. And I'm sorry, white fishes all kind of beat up and tied. That wig, I mean, hell, while Jocelyn was calling Mimi Molly the maid, that's what white fish look like. And it's just best you stay away. Tiara meeting with KK. The meeting was going so well until it wasn't. And KK, you steady holler about how you're mature and you're grown, but you're very catty. And you throw digs. And at what point does it not become about being right or wrong and just about squashing the shit? You know, you needed to make a point to let Tiara know you in the wrong and you did this. So in return, it made Tiara get defensive and she hit you with the, you want to see King. Well, I think about it. It was a power play. Karen, for so long, because of your interaction with Scrap and Tiara and Tommy, you left that girl feeling powerless. Nothing about her situation as it relates to you she can control, because you have a very domineering presence. So she controls the one thing that she can control that'll get an emotional response out of you, and that's your interactions with that son, with her son. Now, right is right and wrong is wrong. And Tiara, you dead ass wrong with this whole thinking about letting Karen see King. Karen is his grandmother. Apparently, you don't have any issues with her mothering skills. I mean, shit, you all in love and fucking the nigga that she raised. So obviously you don't have no issues with her parenting skills. She's never put King in danger. I don't understand what is so hard about allowing his Scrap sister, another brother, another family member to facilitate the communication between you and KK when it comes to picking up the child. I don't understand why it's such a criteria with some of these baby mamas that you got to deal with me in order to deal with the child. And I do understand that there's a certain level of communication that needs to be had. These are the allergy medicines he's going on. He's going on a field trip. He's had sinus issues this week. Make sure you put him on an undershirt. But beyond that, I'm really not understanding what other communication needs to be had to the point where y'all necessarily need to get along with one another. I don't get that, and maybe it's going to take some more growth and maturity on my side to understand that, but I just don't get it. Brasco, you full of shit. You came and basically told Sierra all kind of lies. And you know what, Sierra? It's women like you that make men like that. A nigga know when he can just tell a girl any old thing. He told you anything. That you did the old move. But it was really the move that said, come fuck this box. Because that's what he did. Took you upstairs and ramshackled that kitty, and all is forgiven, and your ass gonna be looking silly again next week. I just don't understand. You left one silly situation just to enter into another. Instead of fixing your face, you need to fix your esteem, sis, and that's just true tea. Rasheeda working out with the video. One thing I'm gonna give Rasheeda and Kirk, they might got their foolishness going on, but they handling their business the right way. And I did read that Forbes article that Rasheeda did talking about doing reality TV the right way. And Rasheeda is definitely doing that. So shouts out to her and opening up Press Houston, selling them overpriced ass AliExpress clothes. But y'all didn't hear that from me. They buying the shit though. Mama D walking in the KK event. Mama D is so funny to me. I just wish she would stop doing this and that licking that tongue shit, because it's just nasty coming from somebody grandma. But she looked good. Her and Karen King, I love them together. I still think there is room for Shirlene, KK, Mama D, and a few other mamas to do a little something down to the VH1. Xavier with Bleu. Xavier and the excitement on his face when he saw his daddy brought me to tears. It made me tear up. All that bukkake Keely was talking and all that crying she was doing about her daddy, that didn't really move me. Although I will say this, I came down on Keely really bad in a previous video about her keeping Xavier from Blue, this, that, and the third. And it took some of my other single mom viewers in the comments and just really thinking through this to understand Keely's true position, because I could not see it through her bitterness and through her anger. And I think that's going to be a large part of Keely's problem. She's misunderstood because of the way she communicates. I totally get now that her thing with Blue and the child was, you're not going to be inconsistent and get my child's hopes up high. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't show up, and now I'm left having to pick up the pieces. And I understand the mark of a good parent is securing the child first. I totally get that, and I want to feel like that was overall Keely's position, but I also feel that 40% of Keely was bitter about her and Blue and was doing it to also be spiteful, but it's just now convenient that she can use the whole inconsistency argument. I think it was a combination of both, but I do give her credit for the inconsistency thing. Last but not least, honey, Erica Mena came in there and basically told Estelita right. You know, you looking like a fool and you cannot be running around telling people this, that, and the third, and you laying up still fucking Stevie, and you is looking silly in the street. You look dumb. And Estelita, you can take it however the fuck you want to take it, but you look stupid. But overall, y'all tried to sell Erica Mena coming back like it was just going to be the cat's meow and the thing that was going to like save the franchise. And quite frankly, I really think as the viewers, we can do without Erica and Estelita. Like, it just ain't nothing really popping off with them. And now that I guess Stevie ass in jail for 4 months or whatever his situation is or was, like, y'all can just really send Estelita ass back to where she came from. I mean, and I guess Erica is cool, but it's just we don't see all Erica tricks. So unless Erica gets something new going on, like, we're really not interested in her coming in and now trying to play the Iyanla Vanzant role. Nevertheless, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, y'all had it going on. I didn't think I was going to be able to squeeze this much content out of that much show, but I did. I'm finna get ready to take my ass in here, baby. I got a date, bitch, and guess where I'm going? Bitch, I'm classy, down to the Olive Garden, and I'll call you later, girl. Bye. Breadsticks and dick, honey. Yes, that's how I like